Okay, as you can probably tell from my backdrop, I'm no longer in beautiful, hot and sunny Townsville, but we have swapped out our normal place that we live for a holiday in, we're actually in Austria. So I was thinking a lot of things this morning as I was skiing with the family. And we started off our run this morning, the very first run in Austria. The ski runs are a bit different to what we've been used to in other ski regions. So a blue run is the easiest, a red is the hardest, and the black are the harder again. So we went up to the top of the mountain and we found ourselves on a red run. So I will say, of the 8 of us travelling, that the most conservative, risk-averse, scaredy-cat skier is me. So the skiing down the run was going okay. It was a little bit overcast on the side of the mountain where we were. The sun hadn't quite hit it, so the snow hadn't softened up. And a few people sort of swooshed past me and made that really loud noise that they make, particularly the snowboarders when they come past you. And I stopped. And then I looked down the mountain, and then I got a little bit overwhelmed with the whole thing and stayed stopped for a while. And the longer I stayed still, the harder it was for me to get going again. So it got me thinking about, honestly, I didn't think about this when I was on the slope, but when I was on the chairlift afterwards, it got me thinking about what happens when we get scared. And when we get scared, we often stop, which is totally understandable. But what I found is I then kind of had a little chat with myself and just thought, well, I've just got to ski down to the next little bit, and I got myself moving, and with movement the fear wasn't as bad. So I think that's a good take-home lesson for all of us. I'm going to reflect on a lesson that I learned from each of my ski expeditions on this trip, and my first one is, particularly when we're scared, wherever you can, try and keep moving. I did, however, have to stop and reflect to get there, so that can be a useful thing to do as well. But definitely, keep moving where you can, particularly when you're scared. Back yourself in there, and it's worth it when you get to the bottom. I'll see if I can show you a bit more of this stunning view. Okay, it's time for lunch.